Hi, welcome to Never Show the Monster. I'm Chelsea Hollander.
And I'm Kelly Attaway.
And today we're talking about the movie Weapons.
Hell yeah, we are.
And we have switched bodies. You can tell we haven't because I do not have the same pizzazz as Kelly.
No, dude, you crushed it. You nailed it.
Hi, everybody. Long time no. If you still subscribe, thank you so much.
Thank you, guys. Hi.
Thanks for not unsubscribing in the meantime. And surprise.
And dude, if you're new here,
hey,
check out the backlog, dude.
We've had a lot. I recommend Dog Soldiers. I can't remember if that was a good episode, but I remember I love that movie.
That movie slaps for sure. Yeah, real quick, let's go through our greatest hits. Actually, I do want to go through some of our hits because
okay. Sorry.
What were you saying? Oh, Barbarian.
Yeah, Barbarian is very related to what we're talking about.
Super related. You know how else this is related? Josh Brolin. I still have Josh Brolin blindness.
Oh, what?
This will be our third Josh Brolin movie that we've covered.
Okay, hold on. Mm-hmm. What? When?
Yeah, you've got Brolin blindness too. You've got Brolin blindness too.
Goonies?
We did not cover Goonies, but yes, that's him.
Thanos? Wait, what else is he in? Okay, hold on. Mm-hmm. But does he play like the same type of character?
No.
Okay, is he evil?
No, not in the ones we've covered. Well, maybe in one he was not great. I don't really remember.
I am genuinely shocked because I honestly have no idea what movies you're talking about.
Here's the thing about Josh Brolin is every time I see a movie, yes, he is. Literally every time I've seen him on the big screen, I've been like, this guy is great. This guy is so good. I can't.
He is.
Why haven't I seen him in more stuff? And then afterward, I look it up and I'm like, son of a bitch, I've been Brolin'd again. No, we've covered
what is it?
Mimic.
He was in Mimic?
Yeah, he's definitely a cop in Mimic or a detective in Mimic.
Was he the main detective?
Can't remember if he was the main detective. I don't think so. I think he was like,
who was the main detective?
Don't really remember that movie very well.
Man. And in that episode was I like, man, I love Josh Brolin.
Yeah, you were. And in that episode, I was like, Josh Brolin. What have I seen him in? Josh Brolin.
And then we had the same conversation.
Yeah. And then when we covered, here's the next one, Men in Black 3.
Oh, yeah, that's fair. He is in that. He plays.
Yeah, young K. Yeah. I was like, this guy's great. He's doing a great job.
Yeah, he's phenomenal. I forgot that we did that movie. Best movie.
Such a great movie. Such a great. And in that episode, shout out to my friend. Hey, buddy, I know you're a listener. In that episode, I complained about a friend of mine who was like, I didn't like Men in Black 3. He recently rewatched it and was like, actually, it's pretty good.
It slaps. It slaps. As somebody with a deep love for the Men in Black trilogy.
Yeah,
trilogy.
Then.
Yeah, the third one is probably one of my favorites. And it has Pitbull. So
you love Pitbull. I'm always saying that about you.
Yeah. If you know anything about me, if you can take anything away from this, is that I love Pitbull.
Number one, Pitbull. Number two, Val Kilmer.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. R.I.P.
That's why we stopped.
Yeah, we couldn't take it.
Sorry, that was not. I was very sad about that. Very bad things happened in my life separately. And we took a hiatus and we might be back.
It's unclear whether we're back.
It's unclear, but this movie was so good that we had to come back.
Good.
We had to come back for at least one episode, at least.
Yeah, at least.
Leave a rating of 5 stars and let us know in the comments that you want us to come back and we will come back.
Yeah. Will everybody please start a what's that petition website where things
Please show the monster. Change.org.
Yeah. Change.org. Everybody start a change.org petition called Bring Back the Monster.
Yeah, thank you. Bring back the monster.
But I was thinking about, okay, here's why going to see Weapons made me especially mad about Josh Brolin is because during the hiatus, I went to see Dune 2. Notably, still have not seen Dune 1.
I have not seen either, but they are very high on my list of things that I should watch.
I mean, big shooty action
Love it.
worm.
Those are things I like, though.
I wanted to see the big worm.
I like big worms.
I loved the big worm.
Yeah. Beetlejuice, great. Big worms.
Love a big worm. Yeah. Absolutely. And Josh Brolin is in that.
Oh, I didn't know that.
In both the Dunes, and my understanding is the third Dune as well.
Oh.
And so when I went to see Dune 2, I was like, this guy's so good. Who is this? And then I looked him up afterward, and I did
that guy again.
I know, I was so mad. I was like, once again, I cannot recognize Josh Brolin's face, but I vowed. I did my as God is my witness, I shall never go hungry again. But I was like, as God is my witness, I will never forget Josh Brolin again. And then at the end of this movie, I walked out to the parking lot and was
looked him up.
Fucking hell.
Again.
God, he's so good. Every time I'm impressed by his performance.
I'm a big fan.
But I cannot
keep him. Can't.
No idea what he looks like, apparently.
Not like a Gary Oldman. I mean, sometimes
sort of
so far off. The characters he plays
but I recognize Gary Oldman's face.
Yeah.
I can't remember what Josh Brolin looks like.
I love Josh Brolin, and I'm happy. I'm happy he's doing stuff all the time.
Totally. And he was like a producer on this, so he was involved.
Oh, I didn't know that. Mm-hmm. Do you know who he was originally? It was originally supposed to be?
I sure do. Would you like to announce it?
Yeah, I saw that face.
Yeah.
Pedro Pascal, who we have talked about.
Hubba hubba ding ding.
I think we talked about it before.
Probably. I've never seen him in anything.
What?
I know.
Ooh. Okay.
I know him as
just
the
from
internet's
the
boyfriend. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I know him from his triceps.
Beautiful face? Okay.
And his beautiful face and his slutty little boots.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He came out in 4 movies? 3 movies? 2 movies? Wait, he had Fantastic Four, but also
Eddington?
Is that the other movie that came out? There was another one.
Oh yeah, the one with Dakota Johnson.
Ooh, I don't know what that one. Materialists.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, haven't seen any of them. I should.
He's very handsome.
I love Pedro Pascal. I like him in. Well, I did watch Last of Us and enjoyed that very much.
Oh, you know what? I have seen him in something.
Ooh, thank you.
He was in an episode of Buffy back before he was the internet's boyfriend.
It was the first episode. Second episode? It was a really early episode.
Okay, that's what I said. Somebody corrected me. I think that it's I think it might be pilot. I think it's pilot.
First college episode.
Oh,
first college.
Okay. Yeah, no. So I've only seen him in the one thing, and that was before we all knew who Pedro Pascal was.
Yeah, that's before he was the internet's boyfriend.
But here's the thing: is I have been having repeated dreams about Pedro Pascal.
Oh God,
but
that's
they're
wonderful.
Very boring.
Oh,
for example, we went to the library together.
Honestly, beautiful.
It was very nice. In another, I helped him decorate his office. And
honestly, sounds wonderful.
Yeah, it was great. In a third, we put up wallpaper in my apartment.
You're saying boring, but it sounds.
I'm dating
honestly
Pedro
wonderful.
Pascal in my dreams.
They're not raunchy. They're just
no. They're very
these are
wholesome.
the enjoyable afternoon we had together.
Yeah.
That's
picnic,
sweet. I like
it.
Yeah. You guys are going to go on vacation to the Alps. It's going to be nice. You're gonna
that'll
have
be nice.
Views.
Yeah.
I'm manifesting that tonight for you.
Yeah, he can go ski. I'll stay in that'll be a great Pedro Pascal dream. I'll be like, he went skiing and I stayed in the cabin.
Yeah. Perfect.
Made cocoa for him when he got back.
Beautiful. I love it. I'd watch it as a movie.
Yeah. I mean, I'd cast it. I think
Josh Brolin.
Print it.
As Pedro Pascal.
Josh Brolin as Pedro Pascal. I love it.
Perfect.
Pedro Pascal as Kelly Attaway. What about that? Oh boy. So weapons.
Yes, weapons.
This movie, for posterity, if you're listening to this as it came out, you know when Weapons came out. This came out in 2025.
Yes.
Writer, director, Zach Cregger. You know him. You love him.
You love him.
Barbarian.
We do.
absolutely we do.
Yeah.
I recently was rewatching a bunch of Whitest Kids You Know, which is the sketch show that Zach Cregger started with his friend Trevor Moore, R.I.P. And I loved Whitest Kids You Know. Did you watch it?
Oh, yeah.
I didn't ever watch the TV show, but I watched them when they were a web show.
Yeah, I don't know if what I watched was clips of their show or the web show.
I guess I probably have seen clips from the show, but I mostly watched them when they were just like on YouTube or whatever.
Yeah.
And I went to see Weapons at the Alamo, which, you know, they do like creative preamble to the movies. They'll do interesting, like
I didn't know that.
Oh, have you never been to the Alamo?
No.
Oh, it's a delight. And one of the like the reason it's a delight is their pre-show programming. So instead of like, I'm Maria Menounos and you're watching
movie something,
movie quiz.
Newbie something.
Yeah. It's like it'll be unique programming that somehow correlates to the show, to the movie that you're going to watch. And sometimes it's super obvious and sometimes not. For example, there was like when I went to see it at the Alamo, there was like a Willow trailer, which came out in the 80s, but there's like a small scene in Weapons that references Willow. And so they popped that in. Or there was like the actor who played the little kid's dad in Weapons is named Whitmer Thomas.
Yes.
And he's a comedian.
Yes.
And they played like a music video that he did. Like one of his funny music videos. Yeah. It's super. It's a delight. They play like weird stuff. I don't know.
I like that.
There was a lot of like trailers for old horror movies about weird kids, for example.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I forget where
eventually
I was going
we'll
with
do a
this,
weird kid series.
Dude, there's so much fodder. Oh, here's where I was going. Was some of the things that they played ahead of the movie were just Whitest Kids You Know sketches.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, it was nice. There I said that like it was really wholesome and like I was reminiscing, but one of them was really short and it was just Zach Cregger and Trevor Moore, R.I.P. And they're both very drunk, which again is relatable to Weapons.
Yeah.
And Zach barfs on one of the kids, like one of their kids. And Trevor's like, oh man, you barfed on my kid. And Zach's like, don't worry, you can just barf on my kid. like classic Whitest Kids You Know. Yeah. We'll put links in the show notes to some of our favorite Whitest Kids You Know sketches. My favorite one is Gallon of PCP.
Do they do a gallon of PCP? Because that seems...
one of them does.
Good.
One of them just has a gallon of PCP and the other is like, wow, a gallon. I didn't even know they made it in liquid form. And the other just goes science. And now whenever I'm surprised by a miracle of science, I just go science. Nobody knows what I'm referencing. But it's that. It's Whitest Kids You Know. So before we get into like what this movie is about, would you recommend it? I know. What a dumb question.
We came out of our hiatus.
I know. It pulled us out of hiatus.
We came out of the caves. Yeah. We crawled our asses out to just tell you guys that this movie is so good.
This movie slaps.
Say that like Kelly and I had a non-recorded episode where we talked about Sinners because we just wanted to talk about Sinners.
Yeah.
And then this came out and I was like, we need to record. But we should have recorded Sinners as well. Maybe one day we'll do a look back at it. But you guys should watch Sinners too.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we didn't like stop watching scary movies during the hiatus.
How could we?
No,
I mean, I did for a short period.
I did too.
But
yeah,
it's coming back. It's coming back. That's why we can do this now. Yeah.
I mean, we're back watching movies. I don't know that the show is back, but for this episode, we're back. And this is such a fun one to come back on. So okay. So let me just give a quick synopsis of this plot, and then I have some questions for you before we like dive into weapons.
Good.
So this movie, if you haven't seen the trailers, it follows a series of characters in the aftermath of 17 kids disappearing from one teacher's classroom. Like one day she goes into school and there's only one kid in her classroom. All the other kids have disappeared the night before. And there's like ring cam footage of them leaving their houses in the middle of the night. And it's just a mystery. Where did these kids go? Written and directed by Zach Cregger, starring Josh Brolin, chameleon, unrecognizable, Julia Garner, Alden Ehrenreich.
Oh, Ehrenreich. Okay, Ehrenreich.
Ehrenreich.
I'm gonna go look that up.
Don't know how to say it.
He was in Beautiful Creatures. That's how I knew him.
Oh, great! He's very handsome.
He is very pretty.
Yeah, and I'm in my mustache era, so that really resonated with me.
What?
Yeah.
Well, I wish you would have told me before the recording because I am upset.
Oh, that's fair. I think that's fair.
That's a cop era.
I will say hashtag ACAB.
Okay.
But I can look at a mustache. I can separate the art from the artist, I guess is what I'm saying.
Okay, good.
Oh, God. So we've also got Austin Abrams and Amy Madigan. And honestly, a couple other actors. Like, this is an ensemble cast. It was
great. Yeah.
This is great. Great casting.
And the fun fact about the cast is the only original cast member that came back was Austin Abrams because of the writer's strike. Everybody else had alternative.
No, the actor strike.
Stuff. Actor strike. Yeah. That makes more sense.
Yeah.
The actor strike.
The actor strike. Yeah. It was Pedro Pascal originally in Josh Brolin's role. I didn't recognize the woman who was originally in Julia Garner's role.
I don't recall. And I remember being like, I'm just so happy with the cast as is that I'm happy. And I feel like all the other people went on to do other things that were great. Mm-hmm. So
yeah, agreed.
Happy things for everyone.
Like it all shook out in the wash.
Austin Abrams, I'm so happy that he was like, I'm going to stay on for this. He said that once he saw Barbarian, he couldn't not. He was hoping to get on this movie because he just knew it was going to be something. And phenomenal.
He did such a great job. So that's sort of what I wanted to talk to you about before we get into weapons is how did you like this in comparison to Barbarian?
Ooh, I love Barbarian.
Dude, we've gone on record. We love Barbarian.
I love Barbarian. And I don't know. I just like how I am just so happy with it and so excited to see what else he does next.
Yes.
I don't want to compare them because I think that they are two masterpieces on their own.
Agreed.
They are different enough that I don't want to compare them, except Justin Long does show up in both.
I know. And such a surprise. He wasn't in the trailers or anything for weapons. He just showed up and I was like, there he is. There's my boy.
So happy. For 2 seconds, but I'm so happy he's here.
Yeah, just here briefly. And he gets a laugh, which is perfect for Justin Long.
I had a very not laughy theater, and I was like, is no one getting this? This is so fun. This movie is so fun.
I went to see it twice, and the first one, no one was laughing, and the second one got more laughs, but
that's good.
Still not as many as there should have been.
I feel like I'm always the loud chuckle and no one else is laughing. And then I'm like, was I supposed to not laugh at that? Because sometimes I laugh at stuff at work and people are like, that wasn't funny. And I'm like, well, I was funny to me.
It was funny to me. No, there's a bunch of funny parts in this movie. And I want to talk more about the humor, but I do just want to, I don't want to compare Barbarian and Weapons in a head-to-head competition, but I do have a couple observations.
Ooh,
one, this is and I'm going to do a different style of head-to-head comparison that I'm already feeling bad about. Let me get this thought out first.
Okay.
So this one was just bigger and like more.
Yeah.
There were more moving parts. Like this just was clearly like an evolution in Zach Cregger's writing, directing. Like this was very like, oh, I'm seeing growth and I'm excited by it.
Yeah.
So that was excellent.
A bigger story to be told there.
A much bigger story. Not that Barbarian was like
a small story.
No, like not to diminish that
it felt
at
more,
all. But it was more contained. It was a smaller cast, and it was more like this has more moving parts. This is more characters, and they're more. We've just got like a lot more competing motivations.
Yes.
Whereas in Barbarian, we're primarily following the one woman. You know,
and for a little bit, the one dude.
Yeah,
but I don't know. Yeah, I agree. Much bigger.
Much bigger. Very excited to see where he goes next. The other thing that it made me think of was, did you watch Bring Her Back?
Yes, I did. Yeah.
So,
wait, how have we not talked about that?
I know. Well,
damn.
#hiatus.
Yeah.
So that one, it's a great movie. Mm-hmm. Not as good as Talk to Me.
Not as good as Talk to Me. I agree. I did really like it.
Same.
And it did have impactful moments.
Yeah, absolutely.
But as a whole, Talk to Me did something different that I didn't expect. And
agreed.
Not to like analyze a different movie, but that didn't feel like a progression, but 100% this feels like a progression. Like,
yes,
it is getting to be. And like, I don't know. I hope that it was #1 in the box office for a while. I hope this means that will give him an even bigger budget to work with. And hopefully on top of that, also like continue to have more free range as a creator, because that's where I get worried. Because if he does get a bigger budget, will that cause restrictions? Because we know.
Yeah. Does it come with strings?
He had a lot
attached?
of trouble with Barbarian, and then he ended up shooting it in a different country. So like, I don't know. I didn't hear anything about weapons and like studio involvement. I did hear about an alternative ending, but we'll get to that.
Oh, I did not hear about that. I'm very excited. I did hear a little bit about the studio situation.
Yeah. Tell me.
So it's all good, basically. So Zach Cregger wrote the script on spec, which just means it wasn't associated with the studio. He wasn't hired to write a script. Yeah. He was like, I'm writing this because I want to, which means he got to shop it around. Yeah. And so a bunch of studios ended up bidding for it. I think it was Universal and Netflix and
Monkey Paw.
New Line and Monkey Paw.
Ooh.
Yeah,
sorry,
and so there's some drama.
One.
There's some drama with Monkey Paw because Jordan Peele's manager is the same as was the same as Zach Cregger's manager, and he was associated with a different studio. And so when Monkey Paw lost out, Jordan Peele fired him.
I mean, I would too. This was a great movie.
Dude. If this script crossed my desk, I'd be like, get this to me.
Yeah.
Like, I need to make this film. I'm sort of glad that it didn't go to Jordan Peele, though, because I think that he would have upped the humor as he was wont to do. And I think that this struck a great balance. And so that's what I wanted to speak to, is that part of the studio deal was Zach Cregger got final cut. He got, like, it was all him. He, wrote it, he directed it, he got final edit. And I think that you can see the fruits of that. Yeah. Right. Like, there's such a clear vision in it. And listening to interviews with the actors, all of them had the same thing to say. One of them, I believe it was Marcus, the principal of the school.
Oh yeah.
Described Zach Cregger as firm but fair.
Oh,
like everybody seemed to say the same thing, that he had a very clear vision and a clear voice and knew what he wanted, but wasn't like super precious the way you hear about like Hitchcock being like, no, you have to do it exactly the way that I'm prescribing. Yeah. So it sounds like he allowed them to play, but, you know, wanted it to come out with a specific tone.
I heard an interesting, one of the interviews was like, each character seemed like a different, it was the girl, she's got a name.
She does. Justine. She was talking about how this is Julia Garner.
Yeah, Julia Garner. Julia Garner was the one talking in the interview about how she thought she needed glasses and big, oversized graphic tees. And she couldn't tell why until she started looking at pictures of Zach. And then she was like, oh, I was trying to be Zach. And that's when, what's the name of the guy who's attracted?
Alden.
Alden was like, I think that each of our characters are a piece of him. Like he was like, it makes sense that he gravitated towards that because I think each of us were different parts of him. And he was like, it seemed very much like each of us represented a different piece of him. And I was like,
you know what? That aligns well with some interviews that I saw with Zach Cregger, where he described at least Alex's chapter as being autobiographical.
For sure.
And so I can see how, well,
each piece of
it was more than just the Alex chapter.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's like one of the things about the movie that after like looking at a bunch of people's interpretations, it's just like he allowed so much interpretation to be taken of the movie. Like you can, it says a lot and you can interpret what you want from all of it. Mm-hmm. And that's like, he did just a phenomenal job with that. Like, I was like, I could take this meaning from it. And then I was like, but I don't know if that's a meaning. And then he talks about what at least the third act or like the Alex's chapter, like at the end, what that was about for him. And that was the only thing that he's detailed. But from what I have, I'm going to say read, but what I've seen on like TikTok, he has said that he's like David Lynch, where he wants to leave the interpretation up to the viewer, which is beautiful. And this is a movie that can be interpreted so many ways. Yeah.
There's so many like archetypes and it's very like it feels like a what do you call the stories that we read to children? Fairy tale. It feels like a fairy tale. And it feels like an allegory and it feels like an urban legend. Yes. Like it's all very like mythical feeling. Oh. And I mean, it is supernatural.
Yeah.
And something that I've seen some complaints about there being like plot holes and inconsistencies.
I don't feel like there are any.
I see what people are saying, but I think that it's a bad faith interpretation because each chapter is from a different person's perspective.
Yeah.
And so, of course, people like it's filtered through that lens, right? Like
everyone only has a part of the story. But I feel like the gaps that you have are like answered by the other parts of the story. I want to know what you're talking about.
Yes. So, yes, I agree that gaps are filled in by other stories. Like they are like a puzzle that need to interlock. But for example, when the cop parks outside of Alex's house with, sorry, I don't know character name. James, the
Abrams. Wait.
Oh, darn it. I got the actor name.
It's something Abrams, right?
Austin Abrams is the actor. James is like the character name.
Yeah.
With James Austin Abrams in the back seat, he like pulls him into the house at night. But it's when Alex comes home and finds them in the house, it's daytime. So plot hole.
Oh.
But my argument there is that these are all unreliable narrators. Like we're seeing these from different people's perspectives. Like another example, there are a couple examples I can think of, is like there's a scene where Paul, the cop, shows up at the bar with Justine, Julia Garner. And from her perspective, when they hug, it's like a short little like timid hug because they're
yeah.
exes.
Yeah.
And then when we see it from his perspective, it's like this lingering hug that goes on for a second. Like we're seeing these things from different people's perspectives. So they're not
so
plot holes. They're unreliable narrators. And we see it with Paul and I just looked up his name. Jesus Christ. Welcome to Never Show the Monster, where Kelly never knows an actor's name.
Austin Abrams?
Name.
Oh, wait, James.
Austin Abrams. James. Yeah. Yes. So there's a part where after Paul has punched him and he's like reviving him, waking him up, and he's like trying to get him to stand up and like, we're going to whatever, forget this happened.
Yeah.
From Paul's perspective, he's being like very gentle and like, okay, up we get, like, we'll forget. I did you dirty. You did me dirty. Our paths are parting. And then from James's perspective, he's like, get the fuck up. like it's very different. So I think that those are either disingenuous complaints when people are complaining about plot holes or their misinterpretations. Like I think that it's very
that's fair. I was gonna say the plot holes I've seen have had obvious answers to the plot hole.
Like what?
Somebody was like, oh, how did they not figure out that the dad was stabbing himself in the face and there was something wrong? I was like, well, they put makeup on him. They put
so much makeup on him, and she just said he just had a stroke. Nobody's gonna be like, what's wrong with his face? They were like,
oh, he didn't have like they ignored that part. I don't know. They ignored the movie parts.
They ignored the movie parts.
The parts in the movie that are the plot. They ignored the plot. Yeah,
they ignored
you
the
can find
plot.
holes in it if you ignore it. But I didn't get to do the second viewing like I wanted to. But I did not realize that, and that makes me I already wanted to see it again really badly. So
yeah, I recommend seeing it a second time. It's and a third time. I haven't watched it 3 times yet, but I'm gonna.
Yeah, for sure.
This is one with like, a lot of self-referential pieces. And so let's talk about the structure of it. We've talked a little bit about how there are different perspectives we see from the movie or from different characters. And that's because the movie is structured around different characters. So like the first chapter of the movie is around Julia Garner's character Justine, and then the second chapter is about Josh Brolin, and it goes on to each main character. And it's interesting. That's such an interesting way to tell a story.
Yeah.
Like we've already discussed, the pieces fill in. Like with each one, you're like, well, what happened there? And with each subsequent story, with each subsequent chapter, we get a little bit more information. And I also really liked, like, one of the plot points that we see in Josh Brolin's chapter, his character is named Archer, is that he, like, triangulates the paths of the children. So he, on his ring cam footage, he sees his son running out of the house at 2:17 a.m. one night in like a straight line. And he gets access to Justin Long's kids' footage, also running in a straight line. And he like triangulates them and is like, okay, let's assume that they're running toward the same target. So where their paths cross is a clue.
Yep.
And that's sort of how the story is told. Like all of these characters are trying to solve the same mystery, and they all end up in the same spot. And we just have to like let their stories tell.
Awesome.
I thought that was really fascinating. Good job, Zach Cregger. Great job. And did you read any or watch anything about how Zach Cregger wrote the movie?
Or somebody said it was like in the format of a certain way to tell a story as an improv person. And I did not write that down or remember it. But it was like a way.
Just a bunch of
It was that he starts off with a concept. And the concept, and that's also what he said, is that he had an idea for these kids to run out in the middle of the night, and that would be it. And then he would write it as it went along. But then it was like, I don't know, something about the improv is you start with an event and then you keep adding tension throughout until it comes to a conclusion. But I don't know. I don't take improv. And wish I knew
that
what
sounds
it's
right
called.
to me. I also don't take improv. Not since high school.
I wouldn't mind. There isn't one group around here that has a time in which I can go. I know.
What the heck?
Yeah. Anybody know how to teach
with the university there?
We did have an improv. Never mind.
Okay.
We had someone go once, and I went to one workshop.
It sounds scary. I don't know. I can do scary movies, but I can't do scary in person.
That's the same thing.
Yeah. So but like you're saying, he had this concept.
Yeah.
Of like the kids disappeared. Where'd they go? And so he's just writing the movie chapter by chapter. Like he wrote the movie in sequence, the way that the movie was filmed. And eventually had to like figure out where the kids were. Yeah. Like when he started it, he was like, I don't know where they are. like I was about to make a spoiler, but I never want to do that without announcing first that we're getting into spoiler territory. So we can hold off on that for a second.
Okay.
He did not know where the kids were going to be.
Yeah.
When he first started it. And he was like you mentioned, the way David Lynch wrote movies, wrote TV, wrote whatever, did his art, was transcendental meditation. And so that's what Zach Cregger did, was transcendental meditation. I didn't know that. Yeah. And so a piece of imagery in the movie is the gun above Josh Brolin's house. Nobody knows what that means, including Zach Cregger. He was like, I don't know. Came to me in a meditation.
A lot of people are like, this is definitely about a school shooting because this happens. And I was like, I don't know if that's the interpretation by the end of it. I was like, I don't know.
Agreed.
But I don't think he would be upset with that interpretation. And maybe that is what it meant. Maybe in his head, because it's happening all the time because of the media you consume. Maybe that's something that came up very easy for him.
Yeah. I mean, it's floating around all of our heads
all the time.
It is hovering over all of our houses. So totally. But yeah, it's funny to watch interviews with him because he's like, no, I don't know what it means. Like okay. He's very frank.
Yeah.
He's like, came to me in a vision, wrote it in. I don't know.
There is what is it? Rick Rubin's book, is it The Creative Act or something? I feel like I'm calling it the wrong thing. But in his, he talks about having everyone has the same ability to become creative, and everyone has like an antenna. Yeah. Did I talk about that? Have I talked about this before? And like,
well, I don't know.
Your antenna's gotta be open. And it's like when you sleep, your dreams might be the book that you're supposed to write. Like stuff like that. Like continue.
Yeah, I should write a book about me and Pedro Pascal.
Do it. I mean, there are a lot of romance novels out there. I don't think anybody would hesitate.
That's true. And so David Lynch's memoir is similar, which is why Zach Cregger was following that. Good. David Lynch was like, all these creative ideas, they don't come from within, they come from without, and you just have to like reach out and grab them. Yep. So his hypothesis was that like your creative ideas exist in the ether, and if you don't grab it, somebody else will.
Yeah, that's exactly how it is that your antenna's tuned to it or it's not, and somebody else is going to pick it up.
Yep. And so
the idea exists.
Zach Cregger was very like, the idea is out there. You just have to like be a conduit for it.
Oh, that's crazy. I got to go meditate.
I know. Yeah. So it was crazy to listen to Cregger talk about this because, one, because he is so frank. Yeah. People are like, well, what does 217 mean? And he's like, nothing.
Everyone's like, Matthew is the name of the son of Josh Brolin. Matthew 217.
Matthew 217.
It means the children all innocent. And I was like, wow, that is a weird,
like synchronicity.
That happened to happen. Yeah.
Yeah. Or like 217. So a lot of people are comparing the town in which this movie takes place to like a Stephen King town. And 217 is the room number of the dead woman in the bathtub. In the book, in the movie, for some reason, it's 237. But in the book, it's 217. And so Zach Cregger was like, yeah, probably. I remembered that.
Somebody said 17 children for Parkland, and it happened in February.
And 2 people. Oh, see, I saw the ratio 2 people from the classroom.
Survived.
Julia and Alex. And versus 17. The 17 kids who were missing. Yeah. So
there are a lot of interpretations, but it is bonkers that if you just put a number out there, people will find
everybody's going to read into
They'll
it.
find something. And like, you
Everyone's
can find a lot of
it.
meanings to it. It's just, oof. How, like, I mean, I don't think it's a bad thing. I think it's a wonderful thing. And I think reading into it and finding things is so cool.
Agreed.
And that might be why he had it, is because it did have a lot of meanings behind it that can be interpreted. What was it? There were 217 votes for the weapons ban or something, and then it didn't end up going through.
I didn't see that. Jesus.
That was another one. I like saw a lot for 217. But it's just phenomenal that's everyone can take something out of it and figure it out and like assign that interpretation without like, did he go through and like look up 217 on everything? Be like, I'm going to look up all this stuff and I'm going to figure this out. No, he's just like, I was just a number that popped in my head and we went with it.
He just picked a number and which sort of goes back to that like transcendental meditation. Mm-hmm. Like it's all out there as an idea, like collective unconscious type stuff, like just galvanizing this, like how strange, which I think that this speaks to how striking the movie is for everybody, because I'm sure that this is true for a million movies. Yeah. Like there are numbers in a million movies. How many of them could we pick a number and it's like numerology, right? Like you can manipulate the numbers to mean anything for any movie. We just don't see it a lot because not a lot of movies like inspire that within people. Yeah. And this is one of those that comes along and everybody is like, well, what does it mean? What does it mean? Yep. What does it mean? Like people just want to think more and more and more about it and find answers. And I know we've talked about this on the show before, but the more we watch movies, the less I care about the exact answer. Like I'm just so much more interested in like the experience. Yeah. Like
I love researching and diving deeper into things.
100%.
But like trying to, I don't know. I feel like maybe we watch just too many movies to go that deep with any of them.
But I like living in the in-between. Yeah. I like thinking about like, oh, it could mean this. What happens if I think about it this way? Like, what if I turn it over and consider this aspect? Like, I don't need in fact, I kind of don't want an exact answer. Like, I want to be able to do those thought exercises. Yeah. What does 217 mean? What does the big gun above his house mean? I don't know. I want to... Like, we haven't even said her name yet. Gladys. We haven't even said Gladys' name yet. We haven't even talked about Aunt
Gladys.
Oh. We haven't talked about Aunt Gladys, which means we're inching closer to spoilers territory.
Yeah. Wonderful. So good.
Wonderful. Okay. This is Amy Madigan. Did I get her name right?
That sounds right.
I did get her name right. Did you recognize her?
I'm going to say no. Maybe hold on.
So she's quite a famous actress. Here's what I recognized her from. A 2-episode arc from Criminal Minds 20 years ago.
That would be what you recognize her from.
Can't recognize movie star Josh Brolin.
Oh my God. But you're like, oh, she definitely was in Criminal Minds. Ugh, I need to pick that back up. I keep watching like reels will pop up with like little clips of Criminal Minds and I'll be like, I need to go watch that.
I haven't seen any of the new stuff. Yeah, she showed up and I was like,
she was in Antlers?
She was in Antlers, yeah. Which is also a movie we covered in the archives. Guillermo del Toro.
Yeah, that was a good one. I liked that.
I liked it. It was a huge bummer.
Yeah, it was not a happy movie.
No, but I liked it. Yeah, Amy Madigan, she was so good. She was so good.
So good.
She was so good.
Did you hear about the
2 possible?
Yeah.
Exactly what I wanted to talk about. I guess before we get into it, we can give a little bit of background for listen, if you're watching this and you're like, oh, remind me who Aunt Gladys is, go watch the movie.
Go watch
Why
the movie.
are you here? We're about to get into spoilers. You should go watch the movie, especially if you can still catch it in a theater. Go catch it in a theater. But Aunt Gladys is
Perfect.
An ant, I suppose.
Maybe.
And
oh my God. Ant. There's an ant.
Oh my God, ant! What the fuck?
Did you get it just now? Did you get it when I
just now I got it. Oh my God. Okay. Holy shit.
Yeah, stop recording. I was just kidding.
Okay,
we had the same realization at the same time.
Oh my God. I'm like, my heart rate is accelerated. Yeah. Okay, so Aunt Gladys shows up. She's aunt to this little kid, Alex. Mm-hmm. Her mom is like, I barely know this woman, but my mother would have taken her in. She's very sick. And she needs family to take care of her. She's like
hospice bound.
A hospice bound. And nobody seems happy about her being there. Mm-hmm. The little kid certainly isn't. Whitmer Thomas, the little kid's dad, certainly isn't. And the mom seems to really be doing it out of obligation. Yeah. Like nobody has like a sentimental attachment to this woman. And now I guess we have to do a spoiler.
I mean, they should, like, all of our episodes have spoilers pretty I know,
quickly. I know. I just want to like...
Took a while.
We've done a good job. We've done a good job.
Yeah, that's true. We have. I mean, you have. We have.
And so she is, spoilers, a witch and a parasite. Yes. She's like leeching health and vitality from the people it's very hocus pocus. She's leeching, she's like gaining vitality from the people that she puts under her spell. And the reason we just freaked out about ants is because there's a bunch of like parasitic clues throughout the movie. But one of them in particular is the principal of the school of the missing children is at home watching TV with his husband, and they are watching like a nature documentary about ants who get taken over by a fungus that like takes over their body, which I recognized as foreshadowing of Marcus. Like his body gets taken over. But you're so right. Fucking ants. Yeah, and she's an ant. Damn. Holy shit. And you know what? That goes back to Mimic with roaches, Josh Brolin. It's all about everywhere. Josh Brolin.
I was going for the bugs. Yep. No, that's fair. That's fair.
But yes, so we were speaking about living in like uncertainty with movies. And one of the big uncertainties about this movie is like, what is Aunt Gladys's story?
Yeah.
Who is she?
What's she about?
Is she legitimately their aunt or what? And when the director cast Amy Madigan, he gave her two possible backstories for this character. One is that she's a sick old woman who has turned to black magic to heal herself. And the other is that she's not human and she's masquerading as a human, which explains all the crazy makeup and the wigs. And he was like, you can choose which background you want. And she didn't even tell him.
Yeah. And he still doesn't know.
He still doesn't know. Now I know they are talking about a prequel about her. Yeah. So he might know at this point.
I mean, if you gotta write it, you gotta write it. Right. You gotta know what it is.
You gotta know. But when they were filming the movie, this was just something that she knew. And I really appreciated, somebody asked her about it and she was like, well, what do you think? Like, I don't even think that that's interesting. I think it's more like, what did you get out of it? How did we get here? And I agree. That's how I feel. Like, I like thinking about it from the two different angles. I don't need a full answer. I've also seen a lot of people comparing this movie to Longlegs.
Yeah.
And saying that this is like if Longlegs had stuck the landing, which I take umbrage with.
Yeah, I as well. I loved Longlegs.
Yeah.
I still quote it to this day.
Sure.
Yeah.
Cuckoo.
Oh, I do the
cuckoo.
like. I can't do it because I have to be away because I yell.
Mama, Father,
save me from this hell.
You know what? If you're new here, listen to a couple episodes before you listen to our Long Legs episodes because we were very excited about that movie, and I think that one might be a little scattered.
Oh God, I liked that movie a lot, and I feel like it wasn't.
Love that movie.
I don't know. Did we talk about the monkey? Did you see the monkey?
Which monkey are we talking about?
Oh, Osgood.
Oh, the film The Monkey. No, we haven't. I have not watched. I know. I was like, is there a monkey in Weapons or Long Legs?
Well,
and I've forgotten.
Maybe we have
both.
Another episode. We got to figure out how to make it into a series.
Oh. Okay. Have you noticed that Zach Cregger looks a lot like Osgood Perkins? And also Aunt Gladys looks a lot like Longlegs.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
You see what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying. I don't know if he looks that much like him, but I guess.
Okay.
Hold on.
The latest, I don't think he... Like, I think that their faces are quite different, but the last couple interviews I've seen with both of them, with the big glasses and the bald head.
That's a director thing, right?
It's got to be.
Like,
it's got to be 2025 director.
You lose your hair and you have to get rid of your hair. Like,
you got to get rid of your hair. It's in the way.
But I am.
You got to wear your headphones for all of the ADR.
I'm just so happy that they are doing stuff.
Agreed. They also, I do feel like they have a similar smile when they're being playful in interviews.
I don't think I've watched enough interviews with them.
They both get like a childhood giddiness about them. They're both like, like
that's cute.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like they both have wonder. Like they both have whimsy, and they both
have whimsy.
Funny.
Yes, exactly.
Like I don't want to spoil the monkey. Never mind. We'll wait until you see it, and then we'll talk about it.
Thank you. No, I'm so excited to see it. That came out during my break from horror movies.
That's fair.
But the last I saw about it was when Longlegs like came back to the theater briefly after it had left, and I went and there was like an interview with Osgood Perkins ahead of it, and he was like, I think of these as both of these movies as like related to each other, where Longlegs is like you're so scared at a theme park, but the monkey is like, let's fucking go. Yeah, that is very much at a theme park.
Yeah. There is a lot, but I appreciate about the horror directors nowadays is how they incorporate comedy so well. I'm not saying that they didn't in the past, but it's like you have serious horror movies and you have horror movies with funny stuff in them. And I fucking love funny stuff.
I love when they're funny.
I also love when they're serious.
Strike a good balance.
That's true. But if they're too funny, then they're like Happy Death Day, which is a perfect movie.
See, yes. So that swings into another. Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
It depends.
That's perfect.
You can fuck it up. If you're saying can you fuck it up? The answer is yes, you definitely can. But the movies that we don't like who did fuck it up, we go back and watch them and we're like, maybe that wasn't so bad.
Unfriended.
We love Unfriended.
We love Unfriended. I'm sorry that we ever spoke poorly of Unfriended.
Do love it. And Truth or Dare, we call back to that a lot.
We loved Truth or Dare out of the gate, though. Wait, did we? Maybe not.
Maybe on recording. Yeah, Truth or Dare were silly, but then Smile came out, and it was
God love Smile.
I'm wearing a Smile 2 shirt.
Well, Sky Riley, dude.
She is
Sky Riley, dude.
Beyond what any of us have ever imagined.
God, I still put on her little EP regularly.
Yeah.
It's so good. That music is so good.
I think that they have it. I think that there is like an actual record of it, and I might buy the record.
Oh my God. Like on vinyl, you mean?
Yeah, on vinyl.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Gonna need that. Yeah, for sure.
Damn. What a perfect pop star.
But yeah, the comedy in this, overall, this is a pretty...
It's not heavy on the comedy. It's like...
No.
But it's got some fun laughs. Like...
It's got some good laughs. Some of them are really subtle.
Yeah.
Some of them are bigger, but they don't take you out of the movie. No,
not at all.
Which
it's
is my
complaint.
Scary. That's my complaint with a lot of horror that tries to do the comedy thing.
Fair.
They'll like throw in a laugh, and it's almost like whiplash. It's like, oh, okay, I'm out of the movie for a second to get this laugh, and now let me like...
Yeah, that's fair. I feel like that's a fair critique.
Back in. And I don't... Which is what I was saying about... I'm glad Monkey Paw didn't get it, because
you thought I
think that Jordan Peele falls victim to that. Like, he gets in a good laugh in his horror movies, and I love them. I haven't seen Nope yet, but the other ones I love. Yeah. But the laughs sometimes are a little disruptive.
Gotcha. I think that's fair. Oh, did you see the trailer for Him? That's the movie that I think that they did end up getting that wasn't Weapons, and I don't know, I'm not as excited about it. I'll watch it, but
well, yeah,
I'm not
of course,
excited about it. Yeah, I don't know. This was such a good movie. Back to Aunt Gladys. What were we talking about? Ants.
You just brought up the comedy of it, and I wanted to spend some time on that, because there are some really funny moments, but I thought that it was really smart that what am I trying to say? Comedy and horror are sisters.
Yes.
And I think that especially Zach Cregger, coming from a comedy background, of course his comedy muscles are strong.
Yes.
And I read that there were more laughs in the original cut of the movie, and then they played it for test audiences, and they weren't getting the big pops of laughter that he expected. Okay. And so he was like, oh, okay, then cut it. Like, if it's not adding, it's detracting.
Oh,
so
that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, I think that that's really smart. Like,
yeah. You don't want to take people out of it. Yeah. You don't want to take people out of it. That's exactly what you're saying. That makes sense.
Like, I think that the only scene that toes the line is like the end of the movie, when Austin Abrams, James, has already been puppeted by Aunt Gladys, and Julia Garner and Josh Brolin show up, and the Josh Brolin Austin Abrams fight, where he's just coming back and back and back. Like, every time Josh Brolin thinks he's knocked out Austin Abrams, he comes back with like a roar, and it's very funny. And this is supposed to be the like climax of the film, but at the same time, a very serious fight is happening in the next room between Julia Garner and
the other guy,
whose name is easier to pronounce. Good Lord. Alden.
That was sounding right.
Thanks. So I think that that's the only scene where I was like, maybe this is too funny.
That's fair.
But it worked for a
while. Yeah. But I think I was the only one who laughed in my theater to it. And I was like, are people not laughing? Do you not understand this is ridiculous?
This is absurd.
Guy keeps coming back, and he is obviously way weaker. Like,
right. He's just a little like wiry. Like, he's been homeless. He can't fight Josh Brolin. Yeah. It worked for me specifically because it went on too long.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, if it had been cut short, it would have been like...
Is it Kristen Shaw as a horse when she just says that for like an hour? No. Okay.
Or like not Maria Bamford, Tig Notaro, when she just drags the chair across.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like, it goes from like, okay, ha ha ha, this is funny, to like, I'm kind of bored.
You're like, okay. And then you go, it loops back. It loops back. And you're like, you're still going? All right.
Okay, this is a good bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how that scene worked for me, especially juxtaposed with the fight between Julia Garner and Alden.
Yeah, because that one is a lot more intense, a lot rougher.
And it like echoes the intimacy that they had in a past life. And then, okay, there are 2 subtle jokes that I want to call your attention to.
Okay.
While we're on this scene, this is one of them.
Yeah.
So while Alex, the little kid, is having to take care of his parents, he's feeding them soup. His parents and the other kids in the basement, he's feeding them soup. Lot of tomato soup. And when Paul dies, he's laying on the kitchen floor surrounded by Campbell's tomato soup cans.
Oh, I did not notice that. In a pool of
blood, he's in surrounded by tomato soup cans. And I just thought that was really funny.
I didn't see that. That is an interesting picture to paint.
A benefit of me having seen it twice.
Oh, God,
I got to notice these things.
Yeah.
But I think that my favorite laugh that nobody else laughed at is when Julia Garner, Justine, follows the little kid home, Alex. She follows him home and she's trying to get she confronts him outside of his house. She's trying to have a conversation with him. And she like kneels down next to him to be like, hey, I just know things have been really serious. And when she kneels down in front of her car that says witch behind her. Like she's like trying to have this comforting conversation with him and just kneels down and it says witch behind her. Like that made me laugh out loud and nobody else laughed. Like, oh, okay, just me.
You're like, okay. I did a lot of just laughing. I can't remember the parts that I laughed at, but I remember laughing and just being like, oh, am I doing that thing where I think something, just that I think is funny?
No, there's comedy in this. There's comedy in this.
I thought it was funny. I thought they were really funny parts. I questioned it because nobody else laughed, but I thought they were just like, I don't know, a lot of parts were funny.
Agreed.
I know the 7 hot dogs was a callback.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know it was a callback and they put down 7 hot dogs and I was like, this is the funniest shit. Like
so absurd, especially because there are 2 people. Like, are you guys going to split the last hot dog?
Like, okay. He puts it down. I was like, I mean, good call, man. I would do that. I would do it.
Yeah. I mean, we love a hot dog lunch for sure.
So good.
Yeah. I mean, that is, for all the humor in this movie, there is a lot of sadness.
There's a lot of absurdity. Like,
there's a lot of absurdity.
Aunt Gladys was asking for she was like, I would like a water. And he was like, bowl of water. And I was like,
what?
And I laughed at that. Nobody else laughed. And I was like, that's fucking ridiculous.
That's
ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Am I
And
crazy?
I just love that the characters in the movie are like, what? And she's like, oh, it's just a weird quirk. I don't even question it anymore. Like, that's very, 1, believable, and 2, ludicrous.
Yeah. Did I ever tell you a story about I had dated someone and I was going through somewhat of a panic attack. And I asked them, because there was a bowl somewhere, I was like, could you put the bowl in the sink and could you get me a water? They filled the bowl up with water and they put it down. And I said, what the fuck are you doing?
What the fuck?
He was like, you asked for this. And I was like, no.
I didn't.
And I was like, well, he thought I was just an Aunt Gladys. Like, whenever I watched that, I was like, flashbacks. Oh my God.
So of course
thanks
you
for that
laughed
bowl
at
of
water. Oh, we love a bowl of water, don't we, folks? No, there's all of this absurdity, there's all of this humor, and then there's all of this great sadness. Like even the 7 hot dogs, I did recognize it as a callback.
Oh.
And I didn't know that Zach Cregger's dad was an alcoholic. So a lot of this movie is the characters are struggling with addiction. Yeah. And we see that sometimes plainly with James,
obvious. Like the obvious addiction that we know, that we all see.
Yeah. We see Paul, who's in AA. We see Justine, who should be in AA, but is still drinking. She's still in the heat of it. And I mean, I don't know. We can talk about it with other characters too, and it's just less on the nose. So I did recognize the hot dogs as a callback to a Whitest Kids You Know sketch. And I don't know. Do you know how Trevor Moore died?
Didn't he fall off a second story?
While super drunk.
Yeah. So
seeing that, like knowing that, and then seeing all of the alcohol-centered characters in this movie. Made me sort of think about that, and it didn't really... I didn't really like put it together until I saw the interviews with Cregger saying that his dad was an alcoholic. And now I don't know, I saw a lot of my brother in James, the addict, and I saw a lot of my childhood in Alex, like pretending everything is okay at school and then going home and things are bad. Like, but seeing the 7 hot dogs like put Trevor in my mind.
Oh God, yeah.
Like, oh, this is a Whitest Kids You Know direct
reference.
Response. Yeah. Oh, Trevor died while drunk. Oh
shit.
The alcohol is like putting things together. And so that did make me think like, oh, there's more desperation and sadness in this movie than just horror and comedy.
Yeah.
And I even think you see that with Aunt Gladys. Like, I think that she's also a sympathetic
super desperation to an
extent. Yeah.
She just doesn't want to die.
She just doesn't want to die. And she's going about it all the wrong way. But
damn,
can't hold that against her. You can hold her actions against her.
For sure.
For sure. You can't kidnap 17 children and suck their life force.
Spoiler.
Sorry.
I assume people knew that that's where we were going.
Sorry, we announced spoilers earlier. I thought that was the end of it.
Yeah, it's a rough... I don't know. Like, they say you can get... Like, that was kind of Zach's way of putting stuff down. So that was the part that was him and not so much just the antenna, I guess.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah, he has been clear that the movie is not meant to be like a meditation on grief, as so many horror movies are these days.
Oh God.
Yeah. It's everyone. Pick one, and it's a meditation on grief. Go listen to our series on grief.
Did we have a grief one?
Yeah, we sure did. It was in the very early days.
Why did we do that, man?
Oh, that was my fault. I was depressed.
What if I did that now? Oh, God.
Oh. Yeah, we could do Grief Redux.
Wait, was that The Dark and the Wicked? Don't listen to that series. Don't do that.
Yeah, no, don't go listen to that. Those early days, we didn't know how to podcast yet.
Wait, was that a dark song?
Sure was, yeah.
I did like that one. I've been thinking about that lately.
I have too. Is
weird?
There a dark song
Should
in the
we
air?
Watch it again?
Listeners, listen to a dark song. Write in 5 stars. Tell us if we should watch it again. I can finally read. I bought that book, The Magic of a Dark Song, that I still haven't read, but I have it. I can finally read it. Do my book report that I promised many years ago.
And on your fall curriculum.
Yeah.
Good.
No one will hire me to have a job, so I've got time.
You can use this as part of your resume. Hey, guys. Hire Kelly. Okay.
Can we talk some about the effects in this movie?
Yeah, we can.
Dude.
They're practical? All of them?
Not all of them, but that is a testament to how
good it is.
Well, they did on this. Like, a ton were practical. But I did watch a little featurette about. So here's another spoiler. Ooh. After Marcus headbutts his husband to death.
Yeah, that was rough. I did do a between the fingers for that one. I did a between the fingers.
I don't blame you. That was hard to watch. Rough. It just kept going.
And it was so sad because they were so sweet. And I was
they were so good together. They were just a couple of weirdos in love. He did.
And can I just talk about for 1 second how well he did setting up that couple and them being in the grocery store and him being so loving when he's trying to pick out stuff. Like you could feel like
they had been together forever. So cute. They were so comfortable. And I was like, they're eating 7 hot dogs together. Like,
no.
I know. I loved them.
Yeah.
And I loved. So Marcus is wearing his little Mickey Mouse t-shirt. The husband is wearing his little Minnie Mouse t-shirt. So fucking cute. So cute. Disney adults, questionable, but these two get a pass.
They do. They do.
So precious. Yeah. That all, I mean, I'm sure that there was CG and that looked pretty practical to me though. But you know how Marcus's eyes like bulge?
Yeah. Were those?
That was CG.
Okay.
But it was done really subtly.
I thought so the eyes bulging, I've heard a lot of interpretations on this. Do you know any valid interpretations?
Well, tell me.
With recent stuff in my life, I had been looking up stuff like bulging eyes and different like reasons. And I was like, oh, maybe he is just incredibly dehydrated and he has bulging eyes because he's been running for like days almost.
Dude, totally.
It seems like.
Plus he just used his face to kill a guy.
Yeah,
so
that's
I
fair.
can imagine there's some trauma.
But that isn't a reason. What are the reasons? There were like a couple different reasons. Probably like a hormone deficiency or something, but it didn't end up being dehydration. But whenever I saw it, I was like, oh, that seems like something I looked up in the last year. Eyes bulging.
Which is sort of why it works so well, because it's like, it's still human. Like it's still like believable.
Exactly. And I think, Graves' disease, autoimmune disorders, thyroid disease will cause that. So like, it does seem like something. Yeah. It does seem like something that's like a physical. But in their defense, he looked so weird whenever he first attacked Justine. I was like, what? Who is this person? I didn't see it was Marcus. I know she said it, but I did not track that the first viewing. I mean, I figured out it was him pretty quickly, but
because he's like, I was like, because his eyes look crazy.
Yeah, he doesn't even look like the same person.
Covered
in
like,
blood. Everything's like
and
terrible.
Like that black bile.
Oh, yeah.
Like, he looks, like almost unrecognizable.
Yeah.
It's wild.
Yep.
And I, so Zach Cregger was on Side Stories, the last podcast on the left. Conjunction.
Fun.
Show. Yeah, it was super fun. It was a great interview. And he talked a little bit about the ICG. Because Henry Zabrowski was like, the eyeballs. And he was like, yeah, not practical. That was CG.
Wow. That feels like it could have been a practical one, though.
It could have been practical. The cheeks for the fork stabs, that was practical.
Yeah. Something else was very practical. I can't remember what the other thing.
Oh, most of like Gladys's
stuff was practical.
Gladys was practical.
Yeah.
Her like, Okay, let me finish this thought about the eyeballs and then we got to circle back to Gladys. So, apparently when they were like in post, they were like tuning how far we can push the eyeballs before it starts to look out of bounds.
Okay.
Like how far can we go? And so they were just like slowly inching it up. But I like the idea of giving him like big awooga eyeballs.
Like the wolf. Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah, exactly. Like instead of being mad, he's like super horned up.
It was like maybe a centimeter away from that, or a couple millimeters even. Yeah. Oh God.
Yeah, it's close. They're towing the line.
Yeah,
they pushed it as far as they could go, for sure.
I was gonna say, I was looking at a lot of things about intentionality. I don't know if it was her Gladys's look, but they talked about her teeth and how they went through a bunch of different variations of her teeth.
Yes.
Until it landed on the baby teeth.
Okay. The teeth are what I wanted to talk about most because the first few like behind the scenes videos I saw, nobody talked about the teeth.
How could you not? Those are the main. No, they're not her teeth.
Those cannot just be her teeth.
That would be a nightmare.
I know that those are not her teeth. But I was like, I felt like I had to dig to find it. I know, right? I was like, those are not her teeth. You cannot tell me that those are her teeth. She has little baby teeth.
They are tiny teeth and big gums. Just little baby teeth. Gums, tiny
big
teeth.
Gums. Big gums, little baby teeth.
Yeah, no,
so
don't like
weird.
them.
So weird.
Great job. Yeah. Great job choosing those teeth. Not doing the spiky teeth, not doing anything that's overtly, just doing the creepiest fucking teeth you can possibly do.
Hated it. Autonomous FX did the special makeup effects.
Do we know what else they've done?
Yes, they did Unfriended 2.
Okay. One day we'll do a series on sequels.
They've done a bunch of stuff, but that's the one I remember. Hold on. No, they're quite prolific. They did Hunger Games, Mockingjay Part 1.
Oh, okay.
They did the new I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Okay.
They've done a bunch of American Horror
really
Story.
Good.
They did Dead Ringers. They did that movie.
I did
Babylon.
watch a lot of American Horror Story. What seasons or what?
Let me see.
That takes a lot of practical effects, I would assume.
Delicate
and special. Okay.
I don't know which one that is.
Is that a season?
That's how it's identified.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Oh, they did Don't Worry, Darling. They've done some Westworld.
Okay. Somebody else did Westworld that we really liked.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure that a bunch of people have
done Westworld. Yeah. Effects.
Yeah. Because... So this was special makeup effects, was Autonomous FX. And then the people who did CG were, hold on. It's like, yes, Ingenuity Studio. Oh, they're doing Him. Oh, now I am recognizing Him. Okay.
Yeah.
They did Companion.
Oh, did you watch Companion?
Not yet.
Okay.
They did Salem's Lot. Also haven't seen yet. So I've seen way more from the other one.
The
Autonomous FX.
I was going to say the practical effects.
Yeah.
Yeah, what would Delicate be? Is Delicate a season or an episode?
I'm not sure. There were 2 identified as that. Oh, Ingenuity did Freaky.
Oh, we didn't watch that.
Nope.
We meant to.
They did Get Out, though.
They did what?
Get Out.
Oh.
And Insidious. Oh, and Happy Death Day.
Also, Insidious was really... Oh, wait. Okay, is this the special effects or the...
You know, that's a great question. So this is the company that was billed as the visual effects on...
God, Happy Death Day is
weapons.
What was the other one you said? You said one
slaps.
right before that. I was like, oh, that one.
Was it Insidious?
Yeah, Insidious was really good for their effects.
Yeah.
Except for the last 10 minutes of the movie. We've never done Insidious, have we? No, we should do Insidious. We should do Sinister.
Yeah, the all of the suite of movies that we get confused with their one name.
Same movie, yeah. But I was like, I really want to rewatch Sinister with Halloween coming up. Maybe this is a perfect time to relaunch it with spooky season.
Dude, you're so
in the
right.
midst.
We can just do spooky season and then see how we feel.
Yeah. That's valid. Okay, is the 12th season. 12th?
Jesus.
Pursuing motherhood and a career who becomes increasingly paranoid about sinister forces targeting her pregnancy.
This is the one with Kim Kardashian.
Yeah, I did not watch that.
No, nor have I. No, I quit.
Did you quit at Freak
American
Show?
Horror Story a long time ago.
I almost quit at Freak Show. I didn't watch all of Freak Show.
I almost quit during Hotel. And then I actually quit during Bunker.
Oh.
I watched a couple episodes of Bunker and then was like, you know what? I'm forcing this.
The one that you didn't like is the one that I liked, right?
Hotel is the one with all of the sexual violence. No, that I was
that's
like,
fine. I did not love Hotel. Roanoke?
Oh, I hated Roanoke.
Yeah, I liked Roanoke.
That's fair. That's
how we together we make good.
Yeah.
Because we have different,
Yeah, we make good because we have different. Yeah.
And you can quote me on that, you know? Oh, no.
But we loved Weapons.
We loved Weapons.
Together.
Yeah. And Gladys, phenomenal.
Oh, God. Love Gladys.
Oh, can we talk about... Okay, you go. You had something
No,
you
go. I'm going to
talk about the end. So I want you to go
let's talk about the end.
Okay. The moment it happened, and you know what I'm talking about, my jaw dropped. And I was like,
well, so did hers, am I
right? But I felt, I was like, oh, I haven't, like, it takes a lot for me to jaw drop in the theater.
I know.
And I jaw dropped. And I was like, that's how I can say that this movie was like a phenomenal movie, is that it had a jaw drop.
Yeah, this sort of gave The Substance. Like, not to that extreme, but it was very like,
oh my God, is this happening?
Whoa, what's happening? Yeah, it was very like, not nearly as disorienting as The Substance, not as over the top, not as like, I don't want to say The Substance jumped the shark, but it was very big.
It was very
big.
It was very big.
This was, and it's, if you've seen Weapons and you haven't seen The Substance, you're going to be like, what do you mean Weapons is understated?
Yeah.
Compared to The Substance, this is understated.
Yeah.
So yeah, this was very, it like goes in a totally unexpected direction. Yeah.
And I thought at that moment, the parents were going to be the ones, but like, it made sense that was what it would be. And then okay, that's what's happening. And I was like, this is
great.
Makes sense. This is great. That was a phenomenal ending. Like,
so good.
Was so happy with it. Do you want to know the alternative ending?
Yes, I do.
He said he couldn't do it because it would make the movie like an hour longer. But the plan was for Josh Brolin and Justine to go and make their own army and fight against her army.
Wait, like a witch army?
Like they were gonna go do the same thing and get like a twig and go like find. He was like, it was gonna be fun. They were gonna like go to the gym and find beefy people and like try to like. And I was like, oh my God, that would have been so fun. He was like, but the movie would have been way too long. And I was like, yeah,
way too long. And this is like, I think that this is a more succinct. This is a clearer goal, I think. Oh boy, that would be so funny though. Wouldn't mind maybe something like that can happen as like a sequel? I don't know, make a TV show. Make a TV show about Gladys.
Yeah,
and it can
for sure. Yeah.
Oh God. So I wanted to talk more about Gladys's appearance.
Oh yeah.
What did it remind you of?
I mean, like obviously like
long
a
legs.
Clown. Oh yeah.
Obviously clown.
Yeah, clown. Yeah.
Clown is obvious to me. Didn't see it in any of the interviews.
Oh, really? It felt...
Did you?
No. Yeah, it felt very much like clown.
Clearly clown. There's even a scene where she's walking down a hallway and her shoes squeak. Like, clown.
I was asking for clown.
Yeah.
She shows up. First, she's a bunch of jump scares before she's anything else.
Totally.
And she's a clown every time. In the jump scare. Every time you're like, obviously, this is a clown that's showing up. Until she's a like bald little old woman.
Yep.
But they did so well. Just like all the placement of her having like a ridiculous wig and her makeup being so extravagant.
So over the top.
Yeah. It was so good.
Yeah.
So haunting. Like it was great to make a character because have we had a lot of, I'm saying that, let me think about it. Have we had a lot of characters lately who have been like, I mean, long legs, but
long legs,
but we are now sympathetic to long legs. Mm-hmm. So now that we understand, but yeah, has there been a lot of iconic characters that have happened lately?
Oh, great question.
Yeah. Because everyone's like, oh, this is going to be a Halloween costume. And I'm like, yeah, it easily is a Halloween costume. But I'm like, has there been...
We're going to see so many Aunt Gladys's this Halloween.
I'm going to be a long legs and a... Wait, was long legs last year? It's been a while since we've done
long
this.
Legs.
Okay.
You can still be long legs.
But I mean, I've watched a lot of horror movies. I've watched some horror movies during this time. Not enough to keep up a podcast, but enough to like, of course I watch them. I mean, we got Sinners, but then that's just blood. You just put blood on your face, but like, that's not much.
Or blackface. We can't do that.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can't even think of.
No, like notable characters.
Yeah.
Huh. Wolfman, also starring Julia Garner.
Yeah, I did not watch that.
I didn't watch it.
Okay, I was like, I did not hear the best things, so I kind of avoided it.
Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein is coming out soon.
Yes, that'll be one. Yeah.
Yeah. But no, you're right. We don't get a lot of like iconic characters.
You're like the woman in the yard, so you could be dressed in all black, but that doesn't do anything.
Oh yeah, I didn't watch that one.
Ugly Stepsister. I hear that's really good. I have not watched that, but maybe
I don't even know about that.
Really, you don't? That's supposed to be really good. It's a buddy horror. It's a body horror. Jesus Christ!
Oh,
but it is the stepsister of Cinderella. It's like
but who it is?
To confirm. Oh, like who made it?
Yeah. Or who's in it? I guess I can look.
I don't know. Like, I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. I think is it a different language? It is directed by a woman.
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm. It is not. Okay. Nobody here is speaking it has the. I don't think they're English. Yeah. Oh, she's younger. Good for her.
I don't know any of these people. Okay. I was listening to a podcast recently where they were talking about the Substance.
Yeah.
And they kept assuming that the director was a man.
Oh,
it made me mad.
Why would they assume that?
Dumb idiots as far as I can tell.
Because it was a great movie, or like did they assume that only men could be great movies?
I think it was very much like we just assume all directors are men. Like I don't even think that they were engaging with it on a level of the movie. Yeah.
There was clowns in a cornfield. Or clown in a cornfield.
No,
I didn't see that one.
Sort of sounds familiar though, but that's just more clowns.
That is a clown. Yeah, that's a normal clown. Yeah, I'm looking. Megan.
Oh, sure. Megan. Yeah.
But like, yeah, there wasn't really a character that came out.
Iconic character. And listening to that interview on Side Stories, last podcast on the left, Side Stories with Zach Cregger, they asked him about his inspiration for her. And there were a couple that stood out to me. One of them was another David Lynch reference. Oh. You might not remember this, but there's a character, and I didn't remember it. I had to look it up. There's a character in Fire Walk With Me, the movie. That, there's a woman in red on the tarmac of an airport, and she comes out and she doesn't say anything, but she's wearing a big red wig and just makes crazy faces and movements with her body that, you know, the characters later interpret.
Oh, I'm looking at a picture. Yep.
And then look up Cindy Sherman.
Okay.
She's a photographer who did a bunch of self-portraits with like crazy, sometimes prosthetics and crazy makeup on her face. And it's giving
that's
Gladys.
Very Gladys for sure.
Yeah. Yep. Just self-portrait. I'll put some pictures in the show notes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And so this was like imagery that Zach Cregger was like, these freaked me out when I was a kid. And so I just.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm looking at these and I am making a face the entire time.
Yep. Yeah. And some of the photos that come up for the photographer Cindy Sherman are very clown-like.
Yeah.
So yeah, I see that that influence there, but it was, I don't know. I was surprised that that didn't come up in the interviews more, the clown.
Yeah. And she does do actual
parallels.
Clowns pretty often. Yeah. That's wow. Yeah, they hit it spot on.
Yeah, nailed it.
Great job.
Nailed it. And so much of that was practical effects.
Oh,
love it.
Beautiful.
Great movie.
Yeah. Definitely recommend. I don't know if they caught that.
The only thing in my notes I think that we haven't discussed is the Naruto run.
Oh, there was another thing where they said the stance that they had was very similar to that picture of the child in Vietnam.
In Vietnam. Yeah, the like big picture that turned people off of the Vietnam War, the little girl covered in
napalm.
And she's running like the children in this movie. It was just a very striking image, and Zach Cregger, like that's what he wrote into the script, that's what it was like.
And I mean, this movie is like one that like I kind of had the idea. I knew that it was like 12 kids or 17 kids that disappeared.
A number of kids. Yeah.
I knew that, but like I had no idea where this movie was going to go. And at no point do I know where it's going in the entire movie, which I appreciate. And I like being taken on a ride. And I felt like I was taken on a ride that
totally agreed. Like we were talking about earlier, each chapter with each different character gets you a little, like all of the characters we follow are invested in the mystery, and we learn a little bit more about the mystery as the movie goes. It's very deftly woven together. I don't know. Did we do it? Did we do an episode?
I think we did an episode.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So happy to have everyone hear our voices again.
Yeah. Hi. Don't use AI to mimic us.
Oh yeah. We trademark.
Copyright.
Strike. Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, if you do want to use my flat voice for something, no, don't do it. It's going to make everyone upset. Today is a very congested tone of your voice. So they don't even know it's really me, except for the fact that I like can't talk like I normally. But
no, dude, you crushed it. You nailed it. Listeners, if you like the show, you can write in.
Sorry.
noshowmonster@gmail.com.
Do you have access to it?
I don't know which of us set it up.
I think it was me.
I don't know who has access to that anymore.
I still have access. It's fine.
I still have access to the Blue Sky.
Wow.
Find us noshowmonster.bsky.com. I don't know. You can find me over on Debut Buddies, my other podcast, a podcast about firsts. And I don't know, if you missed us, write in, let us know, leave a review, leave a comment, and maybe we'll be back. We don't know. We can't tell the future. Maybe you can.
We don't know any movies. So
we don't know.
Suggest movies for us.
Yeah. Write in with the movies that you would like us to cover. noshowmonster@gmail.com. Happy spookies.
Happy spookies. We did it!